and in. Field in line for the second running of the International Women's Day Trophy. They're off. Neostar staggers out at the back. WizKid is driven down the rail trying to get that lead. Toward the outside, Don Quezzy is running fast along with Hail the Queen, and Don Quezzy picks it up as they arrive at the mile and go into the clubhouse turn. Hail the Queen pulls alongside, they match strides. A break up some 4 back to Rainsville in the yellow silks. Pretty Brown Ting on the outside of a recovering Neostar. Wicked Cassie in the green races on the rail. A break of 4 back to Brenda Boy. WizKid is next, and last of all, it's the Rail Identity. They've left the 7 behind them. They take to the backstretch and approach the final 6. And Hail the Queen has now been put to that lead, opening up 3.5 lengths as they go toward the 5. Don Quezzy chasing in second. Neostar is a further 2 lengths back in third, held together as they approach the 5. Rainsville, the grey races, just in front of Pretty Brown Ting. 3.5 lengths back to Wicked Cassie, WizKid on the rail. Brenda Boy on the outside, circling horses. And last of all, it's the Rail Identity. They're about to arrive at the half mile and go running into the turn, and Don Quezzy has not shot through to get that lead. Neostar breathing down the neck of the leader. Hail the Queen begins to fade. Rainsville the Grey racing down against the fence as they drive past the 7/16. Brenda Boy is making a big move. WizKid racing in behind them. Pretty Brown Ting is next, overtaken by Wicked Cassie. Hail the Queen fading badly. The Rail Identity remains last as the field have left the 5/16th, and they'll now come into the lane with Don Quezzy out in front, being chased by Neostar, the favourite. The rider has a look over his shoulder. He sees Neostar now beginning to lengthen strides, but Don Quezzy maintains the advantage. A quick change of hold as they drive toward the furlong pole. It is Don Quezzy. Neostar now coming with a charge on the outside, and Neostar joins Don Quezzy, but the moment is a brief one, and now Neostar, the favourite, strikes the front. Don Quezzy trying to fight back, but it's not going to happen. Neostar wins the second running of the International Women's Day Trophy. Don Quezzy is second, Brenda Boy third, Wicked Cassie is fourth, close between the Rail Identity and WizKid for fifth.
And the winners enclosure, the unofficial winner of race number 10, the second running of the International Women's Day Trophy. Number 2, Neil Star, 7-year-old bay horse by Neolithic. Angel Dream by City Place. Brett Karan Prasad, own Nadan. It's the second for that owner. And it's 5 on the day for Anthony Baba Nunes. Congratulations, Anthony Baba Nunes. It's the second for the winning rider. A very fine ride from young T.Suckoo. The groom Tushon Collins second. Number 8, Don Quessy. The third, number 5, Brenda Boy. Fourth, number 4, Wicked Cassie. And fifth, number 3, The Real Identity. Final time for 9 furlongs and 25 yards, 158 flat. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention called to the winners enclosure for the presentation of the second running of the International Women's Day Trophy. Making the presentation, Heather Golson, Chief Marketing Manager, SPL, and she makes it to Norma Carr. Also in the presentation party, members of Team Supreme, Nadia Chung, Jean Ann Sr., Mishka Smith, Stephanie Ebanks, Yudita Howe, Cloleen Daly Moshette, and International Women's Day guests, Delene Powell, Carrie Ann Major, Dion Logan Johnson, Kissa K. Walker, and Gia Bajanat. Congratulations to the winning connections, race number 10, the second running of the International Women's Day Trophy.